Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Welcome, welcome. So, small change in plans. Kelly from DZNCATS Wellness was going to join me, and something came up. First, her puppy got sick, and then one of the cats got sick.
Check your inbox.
Anyway,
You got mail.
Oh, see, I was a little late getting things done. So I'm a little behind on here. So I'm going to go ahead and just do the show anyway. Hi, Peacock Rainbow. Nice to see you here. So let me just, hey, Beck. Nice to see you here. So, yeah, unfortunately, that's kind of the way that it is. The good news is I get to do the show. So it's all good. It's all good. Just let me bring this up so that I can keep you guys uh, up here notified. And like I said, I was running late. Things were not going my way. And I thought, well, I could get really annoyed and upset, or I could just kind of go with it and go, hey, so I'm a little late. I'm a little late. What you gonna do? All righty, I've got everybody up here. That's good. Hey, Buck, nice to see ya. So, considering that I was going to have someone else that I could chat with, I thought, okay, well, I better come up with something real quick that we can talk about. No. Sorry. It's one of those days where it's kind of cool. But I have my own personal summers sometimes. So it's like, do I? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Book. Yeah, there are a whole lot of things that we can look at. Anyway, Celtic Seer says there are solar flares forecasted from November 22nd to the 27th. Yeah, so patience with tech is required. Absolutely. Oh, Peacock, where are you? 3:30 a.m. You're on the other side of the world. So yeah, hey, if you doze off, you doze off. That's okay. That's okay. Perfectly acceptable. So here's what I thought we'd do. I thought I'd throw a few cards on some of the things that are happening around the world. Oh, you're in India. Ah, okay. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense that you're that far away. Hey, Sherry. So let me quickly just say hello to those of you that are in here. Peacock Rainbow, Beck, hello. Hey, Linda, Coyote Rosenbaum 91, Celtic Seer, Try Again, nice to see you. Bug Bewitched, Michelle Krantz, Samantha, hello. Sherry, hey, Claudia, Cat Mama, do you drop in? Okay, so like I said, what I thought that I'd do is maybe just take a quick look at some of the stuff that is going on out there. Hey, Sherry, Trancing with Spirit. And the thing that caught my attention, and this is kind of interesting, is I was reading this morning that apparently Marjorie Taylor Greene's book came out. I know. Who knew? And the reviews on it aren't very good. And a lot of the comments have said that, yeah, well, it's, you can always use it as toilet paper, entertainment purposes only. And somebody said, yeah, don't bother. Anyway, I will apologize to all of you because apparently the publisher is, it was published here in Canada. However, it was published by a company that Don Jr. owns. Need I say more? It kind of Yeah, is what it is. And some of the comments were, yeah, the book is full of lies. Surprise, surprise. Um, and she was saying how while during January 6th, while the Republicans were doing everything that they could, not a single Democrat, um, kind of did anything. And I thought, I don't know. I seem to recall there was video of Nancy Pelosi. I'm not sure if she's a Democrat, but Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer were on the phone an awful lot trying to get, I don't know, things done or whatnot. Um, yeah. And where was the Republican leadership? Oh, yes, I think I remember. They were kind of far in the back, sitting very quietly, not doing a whole lot. So there you go. So I thought, and which cards should I use? Should I use my regular tarot, or you know what? Um, let's go to the deck of characters. How's that? That's what we'll do. We'll use the deck of characters because that's kind of what's required here, Yeah. And yes, happy Thanksgiving to all my friends down in the US. Yeah, very, very nice to have you here. I really didn't think that there would be a whole lot of people that would come on. I figured you'd still be having your meals and whatnot. Hey, Teresa, nice to see you here. So, okie dokie. All right. Um, let's see. Did Mark really think that anyone was going to take this book seriously? Did she really believe that someone was going to take it seriously? Oh, she did. Look at that open road. Yeah, she thought, oh my gosh, this is going to be another way for me for another way for me to make money because everyone's going to want to know what I have to say. No, not really, sweetheart. Yeah, you got the punch. How fitting. Isn't that fitting? When, yeah, you think you're doing something good and boom, the punch comes in from the sidelines. Okay, yeah. And love potion. No, nobody's drinking the Kool-Aid that you're serving, Marge. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And yeah, you know what? People that they might be entertained by it. Um, they might read it as um, yeah, entertainment, something to kind of giggle and laugh at. So there you go. There you go. That's what she thought. Okay. Now, she thought it was going to be a huge success. What about did Don Jr., who published it, again here in Canada? I apologize. I'm so sorry. Did Don Jr. think that this was going to be a good idea? And I have a card that, yeah, this one jumped out. The Self. Yeah, he thought that it was going to put him on the map. Okay, the cards are jumping out for Trump. Inferno. Yeah, this is a dumpster fire. This isn't anything good. So yeah, this is not really going to work out for him. Okay. And Celtic Seer, originally from the Emerald Isle. Oh, lovely. My sister took my niece to Ireland when she graduated high school. That was the big trip. And apparently it was amazing. They had a really, really lovely time. Okay. Whoops, what do we have here? Tornado. Absolutely. Absolutely. Don Jr., not too far removed from his dad. Everything they touch dies. So yeah, there you go. That's kind of what's going on with Don Jr., the publisher of the MTG book. And MTG for the besides, yeah, Marjorie Taylor Greene, I like Arthur from Ease Your Mind calls her my tragic girlfriend. So, yeah. Okay. Now, apparently you can get the book on Amazon. Seriously, folks, I wouldn't bother. I mean, why? Why? Trees were felled and whatnot so that paper could be made, so that that kind of crap could be um, put in print. Yeah, don't waste your time. Okay, now how are the megas going to receive that book? What are they going to think of it? Okay, so okay. Yeah, see, they're going to see it as a shield. They're going to see it as someone. See, um, she is standing between us and the bad people, and she is protecting us from the Democrats who are here to take our guns and all that good stuff. And oh, they're brokenhearted, and I think they're brokenhearted because they know that her days are numbered, and it's like, oh, not Marge, come on, not Marge. It's going to be it's a waterfall of emotion. They're reading the book. Well, for those, again, entertainment purposes only, for those who are capable of reading and who are capable of comprehending what it is that she's reading. Yeah, it makes them very it, it, it makes them very emotional. Ultimately, what do they think? There you go. They're not they're not interested enough to do anything about it. Yeah. Um, okay. Da, 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 da. Okay, let me see. Now, Celtic Seer is always full of very good knowledge, and she likes to share it. And I'm glad that you do, sweetheart. So, interestingly enough, the full moon in Gemini on Monday conjuncts her sun. Full moons have to do with endings. Oh, she'll get an initial rush followed by you know what next year. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I like that. I'll absolutely go along with that. And hey, Thomas, nice to see you. Say hello to Thomas from Terror Your Way, you guys. So, okay, there, yeah. So the mega aren't receiving it very well. And now, what about the rest of the population? Okay, what does the rest of the population in the U.S. think about the launch? Thomas, we're talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene, who launched her book. Yeah, it came out, I think, today or yesterday or not too long ago. Anyway, the reviews on it are not very good. I know. I was shocked myself. Such an intelligent presenter, such an intelligent wordsmith, and nobody is recognizing it. So, what does the rest of the US, what do the rest of the normal people think about Modge's book? Let's see, what do we have? Yeah, they see it as the work of an angsty happy teen. You know, look at me, look at me. I didn't ask to be born. I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly how she comes across. A lot of people are seeing it as a gift, because this again, she has put down on paper that the lies that that people have been accusing her of. She has literally put it down on paper and said, yep, yep, yep. Meadows also wrote a book full of lies, and his publisher isn't too happy. That's right. And I think, well, we'll take a look at Meadows in a minute, because I think his publisher is suing him. Yeah. Okay. What else does... Yeah, the rest of the US things thinks of this as, yeah, okay, here's your wings. Now fly off. Okay. And yeah, she is yeah, it's not that they're sending her down the tunnel. This is them just realizing that, wow, she really does have tunnel vision. She really has no sense of discernment or anything else. It's like, yeah, totally out of touch with reality, which, yeah, that's kind of what it does for her. Okay, so let's take a look and see with Mark Meadows, his publisher is looking at legal action because the things that he wrote in the book were they were admissions that he said initially never happened. So, his testimony versus what he had in the book were two different things. So the publisher is saying, yeah, okay. I remember years ago hearing a phrase that really stuck with me, and it was, old sins cast long shadows. And in this case, yeah. Hello, Tal. And hello, Teresa. Whoops, I got lots of cards that want to jump out, so we're not going to do that. Oh, hey, Thomas, do it. Do it. You probably have a lot more positive reviews than what Marge has. There you go. And hey, Scorpio Mama, nice to see you here. Okay, so what is Meadows publisher? What are they going to do? What are they thinking about? Oh, yeah, some of them are very much acting like the wild woman. They are they're pissed. They're not happy. They're not happy. Unicorn. He sold them something that didn't exist. He got money from them for telling lies, and they don't like that. They're not really accepting it. They see that where there's smoke, there's fire, and so they paid him. They contracted him to write a book about what actually happened, and he didn't. So yeah, now that he has given flight to all the ideas that he talked about in court versus what he wrote about, they are, they are going to stuff him down the hole, and they are probably going to want their money back. Yeah. Oh, Beck, thank you for being here. You guys, I had a chance to have coffee with Beck yesterday. It was so lovely. It was so much fun. So I hope that we'll have a chance to do it again. So we'll see. But have a great day at work. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for being here, even for a little while. I really, really appreciate that. And Catherine Rodier, thank you. May that be returned to you 1,000-fold. Thank you very much for the support. And in case I didn't, and I know I didn't mention it, okay? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because that gets my video out in front of people that may not normally know that I'm here. Imagine that. Somebody doesn't know I'm here. So it just kind of, it raises the algorithm, right? And just kind of puts me up higher so more people can hear the message. So I really appreciate that. And if you're interested in becoming a member, by all means, go on the main page of Heart Centered Tarot and click on the join button. It'll give you the 3 levels of membership. And you can, look at one, see if one resonates with you. So absolutely, don't forget to do that. Yeah. In fact, I'm going to be later on today, I'm going to be running a short little video on why you should become a member. It's one that I've done before, but I'm just recycling it. And thank you, Celtic Seer. Okay. All right. Now, listen, I am willing to look at, you guys have some political questions, world event questions, whatnot. I'm certainly willing to take a look at them. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, something's come. Oh, you guys, we're going to be hearing something about a ruler from that's overseas. I think something is going to be coming in. So whether that has to do with Netanyahu or Xi Jinping or even Putin, but there is somebody, and it's funny because as I was shuffling the cards, what fell out together was ruler and ocean. And that's the first thing that I thought of was, okay, yeah, somebody overseas. Somebody overseas. Okay. And all righty, Sherry. We can certainly take a look at that. I'm going to put these cards away because if we're going to be looking at some serious stuff, then let's get some serious cards. And oops, before I burn myself, I'm going to go to the Gilded Tarot Royale. Yeah, it's been a very okay. All righty. Busy fall season. Okay, yeah. I got you. I understand, typees. It's okay. All right. So the explosion on the Rainbow Bridge. Are they hiding that it is terrorism? I don't think so, Sherry. My initial reaction when I first heard about it was there was no panic. It was I felt like this was an accident. Okay, that's all it was. It was an accident. And sometimes accidents are just that. So it wasn't a case of that it was terrorism or something else involved. Particularly last night, I saw a couple of videos of the car just careening out of control. If it would have been I think a terrorist attack, they wouldn't have gone to kind of to an area that wasn't heavily populated, they would have come down that road. They would have swerved right into where those other vehicles were ready for the check. So yes, yes, yeah. The car did go airborne, and it looked very much the way that the little 2-second, 3-second video that I saw, that yeah, the car approached very, very quickly and it veered out of control. And that makes me think there must have been something with either something got stuck under the gas pedal or something went wrong with the brakes. Yeah. I don't know if it was an electric vehicle. Try again. Who knows? Okay. Let's just throw some cards and see. On the explosion on the Rainbow Bridge. Okay. So I start off with the 5 of Swords. And okay, this could be. See, usually the 5 of Swords is kind of like, I'm taking my stuff and I'm leaving. But it doesn't feel like that. It kind of feels like this was just one of those unfortunate things that happened. Okay, 5 of Swords. I'm really not getting a whole lot from that. And it crossed by the Ace of Cups. So yeah, this was very very emotional, and it did certainly it got a lot of people's attention, because the world that we live in, what's the first thing we think of? It's a terrorist attack, right? And we believe that until proven otherwise. So yeah, that's why it was emotional. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles. This it just wasn't. It was something in the vehicle, something that went wrong in the vehicle. Hi, Kim. Okay. And I've got the Page of Pentacles, which is, yeah, I think we're going to hear the message. We're going to hear that there was something that went wrong with the vehicle, and that's all it was. Now, there's going to be some people who are with the Ace of Pentacles who are going to turn it around and try to make some coin on it, but no, that's not what it feels like. The High Priestess. Okay, so they may not release all the information, only because I think that the people that might, they know who was in the vehicle, because they got their ID and everything on as they were crossing at the one, I think it was the Canadian border that they crossed, and they were to go into the secondary kind of security area where they were going to take a closer look. So they know that the 2 men that were in the vehicle. I think that, well, ultimately what we'll hear is that the 2 men were, they may have been Canadian citizens, but their ethnicity was something other than Canadian. And the feeling right now is, if they issue that information, it is going to tar that whole community. So let's say it comes out that they were Malaysian. People are going to say, oh yeah, well, what are they involved in? What are they doing? Conspiracy theorists will always come up with a conspiracy that fits the narrative of what happened, and they're going to try to be able to prove it. But no, I think that's why they're not. I don't believe that they have released the names yet, and I think that maybe maybe they shouldn't release the names. It's 2 human beings died, right? Yeah. So yeah, it could very well be Sherry. Yeah, could very well be that, and that is kind of my sense as well. Is that So yeah, like I said, 2 human beings died. So that's really all we need to know. Okay. Um, Now, Try Again wants to know, was it an electric vehicle? I don't know. I haven't heard. And don't ask me to identify a vehicle that's zooming past me. I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe the cards might say something. I'll just pull 3 cards and see if there's anything they pick up on. Okay, I get Justice. I get the 3 of Pentacles. Just working on plan. Oops. And the Star. If I'm just going by the meaning of the cards, I'm thinking that, the answer is yes. That it was an electric vehicle. Why? I don't know. I don't get the feeling one way or the other. But there could be something. Well, clearly there was something involved with the vehicle. I mean, whether the brakes failed or something got stuck or whatever, there was definitely something in there that kind of went a little haywire, and we are going to find out what that was. And I suspect that very soon thereafter, we're going to have a recall on that vehicle. And I'm going to go on a limb and say that, yeah, it was the brakes. There was something that happened with the brakes, and the car just accelerated, and they couldn't stop. So, and remember, they if they had any control of the vehicle, they steered it away from all the people that were waiting to go through the secondary. So if they wanted to do damage, they would have turned right instead of left, and they didn't. So, all righty. CNN says it was a husband and wife in a Bentley. I don't know, Earth Stewart. I'd have to. Yeah, I'd want to double check on that. I'd want to know the source. Because really and truly, okay, here's my thought. These people, they went through the initial screening, and then they were told that to go this way because they were going through secondary screening. Okay. A husband and wife driving a Bentley. I think that the Border Patrol would be more inclined to let a husband and wife team in a Bentley go through than they would 2 men who obviously didn't look white. That's kind of that's my thinking. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Bentleys don't go through secondary screening. No. So yeah, I definitely want to double check on that. Yeah. Yeah. No, generally they don't. There's a certain type that Yeah. Well, let's just leave it at that and say no, I don't think so. But you know what? Um, you never know. You never know. Earth Stewart could very well be, and just because I haven't heard of it doesn't mean that it couldn't happen. Okay. Now, um, what else? What else is going on? Um, well, there's a lot going on, but you know what? The when I had that ruler and the ocean card flip out of that the deck of characters, I just want to take a look and see, is there something? Are we going to hear some news of a leader across the ocean, um, and either their demise or that there's something going on with them? Okay, so I mean, we can pick on the who are the three targets right now. Well, we could read on Putin, because I mean that man's been on his deathbed for the last 3 years. We can do Xi Jinping, which I'm just picking up something unusual with his energy, and Benjamin Netanyahu. And Netanyahu, I think, let's look at Benjamin Netanyahu. Okay, how's he doing? How's his health? What is he up to? Yeah, even if there was a sobriety question. Yeah. Yeah, could be that too. Could be that too. Okay. Netanyahu. Well, Netanyahu feels rather strong right now. He feels that he is the only one that can kind of take care of the situation that's happening in Israel right now, even though to a good large extent he's the one who created it. But it's kind of like the volunteer firefighter who needs to get back to work, but there are no fires, so they'll go set one so that they can go volunteer to put it out. Okay, and that, again, entertainment purposes only, right? So he's feeling particularly strong in that he can do that. Yeah, he sees himself as the king of wands, as the guy with the ideas, that if you just stop long enough to listen to what I have to say and do things my way, this is all going to work out. And Seven of Swords. This is the thief in the camp. The someone in the camp who isn't playing it straight. And I think this is going to come back on him. Like he's do it. It's my way or the highway. And I think he's going to find out that people are going to kind of step aside and say, highway it is. Get packing. Okay. Yeah, Five of Cups. I get him. He overreaches. And he's not willing to cooperate. He's not willing to listen. He's not willing to do anything except be that the kind of evil persona that, yeah, you know what, we have to kill every Palestinian on the face of the earth. What for? So yeah, he's very strongly wedded to that belief. Okay. Yeah, the Ace of Wands, I will make this happen. I'm going to hold my breath until I turn blue, but you're going to give me what I want. And yeah, the Knight of Pentacles is, I think this is going to have a great deal of effect on his health. Don't forget, Pentacles they deal with money, but they also deal with health. And this the Knight of Pentacles is kind of he's a slow moving knight, right? So this is something that has been health wise has been going on with him for quite some time, and I think he's seeing that he's closer to the end than he wants to be. The Hierophant, he wants to, in some ways, I could change Netanyahu and say Putin, and the cards would be the same, because they both believe that doing things my way, I will carry on, and I will go down in history as the one who accomplished the impossible. With Netanyahu, it's getting rid of Hamas and wiping the Palestinians off the earth. With Putin, it's returning Russia back to the glory days, where all the breakaway states and countries that are no longer part of Russia, that he will going to bring them back. Yeah. Hey, Joyful Journey, nice to see you here. Yeah, exactly, Sherry. Yeah, people are not going to tolerate too much with him. So yeah, with the Hierophant, this is the government. This is I will control. I will make the changes. I will be the one who's going to set down the laws, right? The Sun. Now this is things coming to light. You can't continue to be evil and expect that everyone's going to turn a blind eye to what you're doing. Sooner or later, you're going to be called on your BS. And this is a case of them being called on their BS, right? Okay, the Queen of Pentacles, yeah, she knows where her strength is. She knows what she's got. She knows what she has to play with. And this is kind of their hope and fear with that, is that they're going to be seen as not having a good handle on what it is that they have, that they have abused the they've abused the information. They have abused a lot of things, a lot of benefits that they have been given. They have abused them rather than worked with them. And that is what kind of comes to light. So they know it's only a matter of time. Final outcome, the Knight of Cups. This is the unfaithful knight. This is the guy who will promise you anything. Just do things his way. He will promise you anything. This is like Trump on steroids, right? Just do what I want. Don't ask any questions. I'll make sure you're well taken care of. And then when the deal is done, it's who? I'm sorry. Have we met before? Yeah. No, this is not going to work out for them. So, well, I thought initially Xi Jinping, well, all three of them are good candidates for something happening. And maybe the reason that I'm not getting a clear picture of which one it is because it could be any one of the three. So it's kind of a take your choice. Whichever flip a coin, you're going to be probably you're going to be right either way. So, yeah, but there's definitely something coming fairly soon with one of the rulers overseas. And I just had a thought. I wonder if by ruler, that could be a king. Just saying. Yeah, because these three guys, even though they've been quote unquote elected, they're acting as if they are rulers. But if that card means strictly, a legitimate ruler, then oh my gosh, I think maybe we better say a prayer for King Charles. Yeah. Okay. Now, Celtic Seer is saying Pluto going into Aquarius at the end of January 24 will definitely get world attention. As the news media, it's currently drunk on sensationalism. Yes, absolutely it is. It doesn't matter if it's all about clickbait. It's all about spreading misinformation. Yeah. And the news media will have to be reined in with fairness doctrine because the GOP has no shame. No, absolutely. Yeah, they will do whatever they have to do in order to remain or have some power somewhere, and they know that the only way that they can have any kind of power is by stealing it. So, yeah, absolutely. For those of you who didn't or who may not be familiar with David at Tarot by the Bay, generally does 2 videos that drop normally around midnight my time. Okay. And they are always very, very informative. And he did one yesterday on, I believe it was the gerrymandering in Wisconsin, because it's gone to, hey, Watcher 99, 97. It has gone to their Supreme Court. The gerrymandering and the way that it was done, it is so unlawful, so clearly and obviously unlawful, that it's in their Supreme Court, and they are going to have to decide. And the Republicans are all clutching their pearls because apparently in that court it is there are 4 liberal judges and 3 conservative judges, and they're saying, oh well, yeah, of course that the Democrats would bring it up now because they have a 1-person majority or what. No, they brought it up because what you're doing is illegal. Nothing to do with anything other than that. I don't blame them for doing it when the odds are ever in their favor, because if it had gone in front of a conservative or Republican court, it wouldn't have gotten anywhere. Hello, it's what you do. You play the odds. You move when the odds are ever in your favor, not the other guy. So yeah. Anyway. Yeah, we had to. Oh, Sherry says we learned how bad gerrymandering was in school. Yeah, exactly. And it's, they're going to have to put some guardrails up to ensure that these things don't happen in the future. Now, remember, everything that we're going through right now, everything that you're seeing right now, even though it may seem a little scary and a little fearful, just recognize that this must happen. And the reason that it must happen is you need to shine a light on everything that's wrong. And the only way to do that is to have things happen where there is a clear definition between this is wrong, this is right, this is evil, this is not. So it's like, you know, when you're dealing with a child and you ground them, or you're somehow punishing them and telling them that you know, if you do this again, this is going to be the outcome. Well, very often they will do worse than what you anticipate, because they are checking to see if the boundary is really in place. And are you willing to stick by the consequences of whatever that action might be? How determined are you? How solid are you in your conviction that this is what should happen? So, you know, yeah, expect things to get a little worse before they get better, but look at it as a good thing, right? If things remain in the shadows, then there's an opportunity for them to fester and come back again. And we don't want that. We want to be able to take care of it and get it done. Hey, Heather, nice to see you. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. I hope you're well full of turkey and fixings and all that good stuff. So, Elizabeth C., yes, thank you for being here. Janet P., nice to see you. Who else is here? Okay, I think that's pretty much everyone that's just kind of come in recently. I'm so glad you guys are here. I really am. I didn't think that I was going to get a lot of folks on here because, you know, it's Thanksgiving, and I figure it kind of happens all afternoon. Oh, you're making it as we speak. Oh, I see. Hey, Teresa Ford. Yeah, my chili is in the crock pot. And so all I'm going to have to do in a little while is just, throw in a few more things, and here, call it dinner, call it done. Yeah. And, oh, Sherry, you skipped Thanksgiving. Hey. Yeah. Okay. And yeah, I think, well, a lot of the court cases are going forward. And in the case of Wisconsin, once the court is supposed to decide, I believe it's next week, and then they want to get in there fairly quickly so that they can have a decision and that they can do the redistricting before the 2024 election. So that would be a good thing. If that happened, that would be a very good thing. And yeah, Heather, that's my, love chili, love spaghetti sauce. Anything that I can throw a bunch of stuff into one pot and call it whatever, I'm in. I'm totally in for that. You know, and if I want a really full meal that has got, you know, actual protein and potatoes and vegetables and all that kind of good stuff, yeah, that means I'm going out for dinner. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Celtic Sierra says, yeah, still have a glass of vino. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh no, Elizabeth C. Oh, blessings and healings for your husband. He has COVID. Yeah. And Celtic Sierra, if you're asking me if I'm Italian, no. But we're close cousins. I'm from the other side of the Adriatic. and I was born in the former Yugoslavia, or what's now called Croatia. So there. But Italy is just across the other side of the the Adriatic Sea. So, who knows? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Heather. Yeah, very, very good. Throw everything in, Yeah. Scott, yes, Sherry, it's a hop, skip, and a jump. Just and in fact, there's parts of, I believe it's Slovenia, and I think that there is actually a very, very small part of Croatia that is um, um, bordered by Italy. So yeah. Oh, and Celtic Seer says, I have wonderful friends from Croatia, Dubrovnik. It is gorgeous area. And Elizabeth C. was born in Poland. Hey, there you go. There you go. But that's a nice thing about, we're when we all start to communicate with each other, we realize we have a lot more in common than we have differences. And this is just, this is fantastic. So, all right, my lovelies. Well, it's been 56 minutes. And again, I apologize. I will be rescheduling with Kelly to have her back on. I was really looking forward to it, but you know what? My gosh, when it's always really, really hard when your pets are sick, because at least with your kids, they can give you some indication of what's going on. With your pets, you just don't know. You just know that they're sick, and you're trying to figure out, and to have two of them sick at the same time, yeah, that's a lot of worry. So we will try to reschedule for maybe sometime in December. If not, then there's always January. So thank you all for spending part of your Thanksgiving with me. That is wonderful. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, take a look at the membership levels. See if anything in there resonates with you. And, I'll just kind of dangle the carrot in front of you. At the alumni level, you get a free 15-minute personalized reading with me every month. There you go. All righty. You all take care. Be good. Enjoy your meals if you haven't already done that. And otherwise, I will see you later. Take care. Bye.